3, the one that I started my Iron Quest on. The kind of quick update about what's been going on. No, my character has not died. I'm died. I would have started off with that right off the bat and would have said, well, we're going to do a new challenge. We're going to try to speed run all discoveries, but not going to happen. So I've got a carpenter's bench and I've got the armorer's bench. And I am collecting bark to make a tannery. Now, like I said, all of this is outside. I don't really have a problem with other people using it. I'm not going to leave anything behind in it. So when I sign off or when I wander away, everything's going to go back inside into a chest. So it's out of the way and out of sight and out of mind. Also, this is just a little strategy here, and I don't know how well it'll pay off. I mean, the experienced players, they're gonna pretty much figure that. You may or may not know. It's very rare you'll. That right there pisses me off. Really? Come on. So yeah, again with the target lock, it's kind of buggy, and I've been trying to use it and trying to give it a chance. I mean, when you're just all by yourself with a single target that's on the move like this, it's workable. But when you've got multiple ads in the area, target lock is trying to prioritize, and I honestly don't know why it doesn't just prioritize the first thing you stab. You know, I mean, the first thing you stab is pretty much the thing you want to kill, right? You know, so why doesn't target lock just prioritize that? And wow, he's hella skittish, and it's just this would be one of those moments where a bow would kind of be nice, especially with a little bit of cripple effect on it. Oh, frack. I got someone's attention. Okay, bowman. So, best thing to do with these guys is close the distance and just go straight in for the stabs. And, yeah. There we go. Senor Tomato. Oh, another one. Okay, got it. Jeez. Sorry, was it your boyfriend or something? Whatever, come on. Go ahead and join him in hell. That's what Conan would say. Oh, cool. We got a grease orb. Now, I have climbed, I have drank, and I have eaten, and I don't know why my journey steps are bugging up like that. This should be enough to finish him. There we go. Perfect. Let me get some hide off of this, hopefully. Come on. Okay, we got another gazelle head. Awesome. Don't really care about those yet. With a fluid press, you could put animal heads in them, and yeah, squeeze of your brain, and out comes the bones and blood. Bones are used for a lot of different things in the game. You grind them up for compost elements. You can use them to make those glow stick torches. So I'm kind of wandering around here trying to figure out what I need to do, making sure there isn't anybody else trying to jump me. And so, yeah, it's cool. But I haven't really figured out what blood is all about. There is a Conan wiki that you can go to. It's the official one, apparently. And, Bug City. And it'll tell you what the ingredients is used in, how you can harvest it, and all that kind of stuff. Pretty useful. I don't recommend doing it on your PS4 browser, or if you're watching this from Xbox, your Xbox browser. I don't recommend doing it on a console browser at all, because it is a Java hog, and it will basically slow shit down. More often than not, it ends up crashing my console. But I find that any game that's connected to the internet, then you then go off game to look at an internet resource for, like a guide or whatever, there's a chance that it will actually go ahead and just bomb your console, and you'll end up with having to restart everything and hopefully not coming back to a dead character. So let's see, do I have enough here for the tannery? Guess what? Dun, dun, need more string. Always. That string is always there. It's the string theory. Haha, see what I did there? No, of course, it doesn't matter. Never mind. So, waiting for the string. Might as well go ahead and harvest. Don't worry about being encumbered. Because you crouch, you'll move just as fast. If you weren't encumbered, you might as well harvest and gather stuff up already. When you're encumbered and you're figuring, well, there's not going to be much to do but dump everything and run if I really need to, you might as well harvest along the way. And I found also something else too. Check this out. So, up at top, left corner of my screen, you see the little highlight box. That is us. Okay, that's how you select. Well, every now and then when you get to this site, you try to skip over your equipped character items, your armor basically. It kind of has a tendency to hang up. So I will typically just go off to the left and then come around the backside like a tesseract. And that'll be all fun. There we go. Now we can get a tannery going. Now, I should make a very clear point to you that the crafting time at the stations, unless you're already familiar with that, you can ignore what I'm about to say. But the crafting time in the stations is really slow, punishing slow. And no, you would not want your crafting stations outside with a retainer on them, because somebody could come along and steal that guy. At least that's what I think. Well, it happens on PvP. I don't know if it'll happen in PvE. I don't play PvE. There's a really specific reason, and I'll tell you what right now. People build over resources, and there is no way to shut them down. There's no way to stop them, because you can't destroy you cannot destroy player structures in PvE unless the server allows it, and that's a custom server that you obviously have rented from Funcom. Pardon, I'm just taking a drink of my soda. I like soda. That's an imp who's still laying around. Well, there's only one dude left here, so let's go ahead. Oh, look, he's got a shield. Okay, how to deal with shieldies? Just get in there faster. That's all you got to do. Some people say daggers. Some people say axes. Yes, axes will shield smash and break right past all that. As far as weapon loadouts are concerned, the ones I recommend, pikes, like I have right here in my hand, axe and shield, and then some kind of two-handed sword. And the reason why you want that kind of mix is that pikes are good against people. Pikes and axe and shield are good against pretty much everything, but the pike is really good against taking out beast mobs like crocs, salamanders, things like that. Exploding imps, the boomers as I call them. Pikes are a really fast way to get them to basically drop. I have not tested boomer imp versus my shield, so I don't know if a shield would stop the explosion of a exploding imp. But let's see, do I have 8 hide with me now? I should have enough in the box that I can go ahead and, yes, I have exactly the 20 pieces that I need. So I had killed a exploding imp with the pike and was able to get let's take out that grease orb. Was able to get a fire gland. I get 2 of those. With 3 of those and an alchemist, I can go ahead and make a fire orb, and super good fun times after that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to throw wow, I'm going to need more string. Let's just go ahead and craft all of it, because I think I'm going to need, I don't know, maybe I'll have enough to actually get the hat done. Let's see. I call it a hat because I play Elder Scrolls. Light armor is a hat. So yeah, we have enough to make a turban. So start off with the light armor lining, which is okay. I mean, you have to wait for that now, and it's pretty fast actually. Then we go ahead and craft the turban. I have 2 iron stones, so I can throw that in the furnace. And we'll never use your bark except for the dryer or the tannery. Alright, so now you can go ahead and pull everything out of there, and then just equip this. Equip this. Okay, you guys can see. Okay, whatever. Alright, my hat went on. But it doesn't look like I got the journey step for it. In fact, all my journey steps are showing blank. Wow. Funcom, fix your bugs, babes, because this is a really fun game to play, but kind of not happy about, okay, well look, I got an iron bar, and that's where that is. Nice. But for some reason, equipping a piece of light armor didn't count, and that's a journey step I know for a fact. Huh. Well, let's see if I could dye an item. Let's try and dye this item and see if that happens. I know that's a journey step. Okay. Okay, we got that. That's good. That's good. Whoa, what the... Excuse me. How did I get two of them? That's... What? Did I already have a light piece of armor on me? No way. I think I already had a piece of light armor. How did I already have a piece of light armor? Huh, weird. Okay, that's... Yeah, okay. Well, I must have already had a piece of light armor. Don't I feel sheepish. But still, I mean, I don't understand what's going on with the journey steps here, because I know I did all this. Okay, what is this? Obtain an iron bar. Dye an item. Okay. Let's try and throw an orb and see what happens. There's a grease orb, and we'll throw it. Okay. So what you see there is that the grease orb explodes all over the place. It makes things kind of slippery. And it makes it hard to control your direction and slow you down. So I'm not moving my stick, actually. I just get up to the edge and I let it go. So if I were to fight an enemy in this, it would be pretty hard to control, but it only lasts a few seconds. So this is what I was saying, like with grease orbs, you'll want to go ahead and stack them up on your target building. Like, well, I'm just going to go ahead because I'm going to make a whole bunch of these eventually. Okay. There you go. And I should be done. And then you would throw a fire orb, which of course I don't have. And then all of this burns like crazy. Yeah, it can get pretty... let's go ahead and put this in here because I don't really need it right now. Some more skulls. I'm going to need 12 string to make another chest. Let me see, what else do we need to do? It's slippery. Cool. Did I make the shaped wood? Yes, I did already do that. So, going to need some water, going to need some iron. I want to make my Atlantean sword, so we are going to go straight up to the iron resource. I have some water on me already. I have oh, I need to go back and get the shredded meat. We'll just worry about that for right now. And I'm not going to be too concerned about what I leave behind because, well, I actually am going to need leave a lot of stuff behind because I'm going to need as much encumbrance available to carry iron ore back here to smelt it. I'm going to need 40 pieces because every 2 rocks gives you 1 iron bar, and it takes 20 iron bars to make the Atlantean sword. And in early game, it's a beast. It is so freaking powerful. You'll see in a few. Just go ahead. I'm trying to get some string going because, hey, string always. Just gotta have that string all the time. You see a shrub, pluck it, and turn it into string. Alright, so, whoa. It's a bit jumpy because I'm playing during the PvP hours, and kind of wanted to test this server for that too. So part of this Iron Quest is actually to test out the server to see if it's stable enough to really run some activities in here and maybe actually get some real adventuring. And you can stack chests. You don't have to do it so crazy looking, but there you go. Whoop. And bloink. And of course, what did I say? Always lock the chest before you put anything in it at all. Lock that sucker down. So we don't need any of this or this or this or this. We can leave this behind. Might as well leave this here. Oh look, I do have 1 iron bar left. Whatever. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead, grab all that, because chances are when I get out there, there'll probably be a sandstorm. I'm going to need some kind of quick shelter to hunker down in. Even though I'm not making a, even though I won't be making a bedroll, there's no excuse not to be protected. So we just make ourselves a little box. There we go. Oh, I'll do this. We'll make one more brick, one more foundation, and one more wall. So that's like 1, 2, 3. The door, 1, 2. Okay, so one more wall. Okay, there we go. And then the rest, after it's done crafting, can go back. We're all done? Okay. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. It's kind of fun to play several different games because you end up hitting the wrong buttons. Like in Destiny, I use the jumper button layout, which is the left shoulder button for my jump, and instead of the square button, I mean the X button. And so I was playing a whole bunch of Elder Scrolls, and other games just use X to jump. I get into Destiny, and I'm in the middle of a really pitched battle, Crucible, and I go to jump, and I hit the X button, which of course launches my super under jumper bumper, and so embarrassed. But you know, everyone tells me that kind of thing happens sometimes. Okay, so Crocodile Row, basically. This is why I want to get my Atlantean sword seriously done. Now, with the pike, you have the light attack, which is a sweep, and it's kind of nice, but you want that heavy attack to get the bleed out going. And you wait for him to do his lunge, then sweep, sweep, stab. You saw that red streak there? That means he's stacking bleed now. And then, of course, just go on straight jabs. And his bleed's not stacked. I didn't give him bleed. I should have had him bleed. Wow, he's pretty agile for being a crocodile. Oh no, he is. He's bleeding out. This is gonna be nauseating. There he goes. And we have a winner. No? Fine, finish it. Now, I do have enough inventory weight that I can just keep rolling down the hill. Oh, another one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and target lock now. I have to be honest, the game feels a bit slow on this server, and I don't really know why that is. I'm just going to run past these guys, because they're like way slow to respond to me. Wow, lots of crocs on the coast here, on the riverside. Wow. Actually, there was one time I ran past this area, and there was like, I think 3 or 4 crocodiles chasing me. It was pretty ridiculous. Okay, so someone's built a little bit of a platform out here, and if I had the repair hammer, I could see who belongs to this. Looks like it's decaying. My guess is that this was an early plan at either trying to cordon off this entire area for the resources, like these guys over here did, while they actually just based up. But it seems like it's more about the fact that they were going to use it as a ramp to get thralls across. Now, I see, because there's a stone pillar right there. Now there is a mob up here on the ramp, on the entrance. No, he's gone. Okay. Like I said, we only need 40 iron. But before I do that, I need to repair my pick. So we're going to smash a few rocks here, hit the repair button. And while that's repairing, move ourselves over here to this little node. Cool. And so far I've been pretty lucky to haven't needed to build a quickie shelter. Now, the thing about farming around these areas. A lot of times people will build up as close as they can to them because they don't want to. They want to be as efficient as possible when they harvest. Unfortunately for you, that means you're not able to do anything but drop a bedroll, so that when the sandstorm comes to riddle your face, you are pretty much, you know, going to just have to die multiple times while that sandstorm runs. And they can run as little as a minute. I've had one actually running for as long as 2.5 minutes. I think that might have been glitched though. Hold on a second, I gotta mute here. Alright, so just checking on everything. Now, I don't need to keep harvesting iron. I've got just enough as I need to make my Atlantean sword. But if I go for a few more pieces, I have the ability to make some medium armor. Alright, here we go. So, like I said, this is a Black Hand camp. It has entertainers in it. It has fighters in it. I haven't seen anything other than those two classes, but it looks like it's been pretty pacified right now. Oh no, there's lookout point. I wish that wasn't there. Can't that go somewhere else, like the bottom left of the screen? Like this, you have gained a level and you are encumbered, and there should be a way to like customize your HUD. I mean, I don't see how that could be such a problem, but you're not able to do that, or at least turn it off. You know, I could turn off that little white dot right there for my HUD, and I could turn off, you know, player tags and stuff, but I can't turn off, you know, splash screen updates and stuff. I mean, that's good if you're like a brand new player, but then you should have the options to turn that off. I mean, a lot of different games will let you do it, but it seems like Conan hasn't picked up on that yet. But we'll see when it gets there. From what I understand, the developers wanted to put a game out and wanted to give us a lot of stuff to do, and they wanted also to make sure that a lot of it was, you know, also quite playable. So, let's see, how much iron do I have here? Well, actually, right now I have enough to build a blacksmith's station, which would then give me the skinning dagger if I get another 10. But my goal is, well, what the heck? Let's go for it. And I'll just swim back on the river instead of making a run down Crocodile Alley. And we're coming up on a half hour here, so I'm going to take a break off of this in about 7 minutes and see if we can get back to our base before then. Okay, so there we go. There's the foundry, and that's at least my Atlantean sword and a skinning dagger, which will be good fun times. And let's go ahead and grab for a few more iron bars so that I can make some medium armor. Okay, and then we're going to scoot down here. He makes all kinds of noise. Alright, don't really like the way that sunset looks, so we're going to get moving. You can kind of tell when a sandstorm comes up because the sky will actually get on a color before you start seeing stuff blowing around. This is good. Get up here. Let's get our stamina back, put that away. Because I'm going to have to make a run all the way straight through this Crocodile Alley. I was going to take the river, but this guy is kind of looking weird. To me, at least. And I don't want to take a chance. Cool, we can make a run for it now. I mean, I don't know, some people complain about the graphics in the game, but I think for what it's offering mechanically, in game experiences and things like that, I think the graphics are pretty damn nice. I mean, I you know, old gen console player, ooh, I don't want to deal with you. That's going to be the Thrall Taskmaster, and then these two people here. So this is going to be cool because on my other game that I'm playing, oh, he came after me, isn't he? Oh no, it's just an imp. Hey, ugly. Alright, well, yeah, overkill, dude. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put ourselves in here. And I'm gonna go and sign off, keep the broadcast short, but I'm gonna continue playing for a little bit and get that iron smelted. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. I'm gonna go find out from Funcom's help board what it means when your journey gets bugged, and even though you've done those things, I mean, come on, really? See, I'm climbing, you know, and you've seen me eat and drink, and it's not clearing. But anyway, so I'm gonna find out how to fix that, and enjoy playing the game.